And then Paul Brian Lau. Nasa
Morning, ma'am.
Oo.
I'm Paul Brian, ma'am. I'm currently residing in Pampanga. My position right now is IT Officer 2. I work at Department of Tourism. And I graduated BS Computer Engineering. I have 2 kids and married for about six years.
Okay, thank you, Paul. May I now request Shira Gusilatar.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I'm Shara Angeli F. Gusilatar. I studied BS Psychology at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, and I'm currently working as an executive assistant in Infanta Quezon Water District.
Okay, also graduated from PLM, AB Psychology. Ka-alumni. Okay, next. Rosie Rutacio. Rosalie.
Hello, good morning.
Oo.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Rosalie Tirosakio, graduate of BSBA at University of the East. I'm currently I'm a government employee from National Food Authority. I live here in Infanta, Quezon.
Okay. Kathleen Crisostomo.
Good morning po, ma'am. I'm Kathleen Crisostomo. Working po sa SSS. Graduate po ng BSBA major in Marketing Management.
Saan SSS ka, anak?
Sa Infanta branch po, ma'am.
Halos lahat kayo taga Quezon, ano?
Opo.
You were recruited by Dr. Ruben. Okay.
Yes po.
Okay, next.
Thank you po.
Next is Reniel Sales. Reniel.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Reniel Sales po. I'm project engineer. So I'm graduated at Adamson University, BS Civil Engineer. Currently po, nag-handle po ako ng family business. Yun lang po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Janice Encaliado.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Janice Encaliado from working at the local government unit of Polillo, Quezon. I am a graduate po of BS Accountancy in Lucena City. I am a budget officer po in LGU.
Okay. Thank you, Janice. Casiano Solera Jr.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po, classmates. I am Casiano Jr. Osolera, graduate of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, currently working as Administrative Officer 2 of DepEd at Dinahican Elementary School.
DepEd. Okay, thank you. Next, Tristan Mezar Tenya. Hindi kita marinig. Wala kang audio, anak. Hindi kayo siguro naka-join sa...
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am, classmates. I'm Tristan Mizar C. Tena, 26 years old, a registered nurse. I'm currently working at the LGU General Nakar, Quezon, and an operation head of MO General Nakar, Quezon. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Anak, ano ka? Nurse, no? Bakit hindi ka nag-MAN? We have also MAN, Masters in Nursing. Meron kaming programa na ganyan para vertically, ano ka?
Let me think of that, ma'am.
Sa
rescue naman mo kayo, ma'am, eh.
Hindi mo talaga practice yung nursing.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero mas maganda sana. Para vertically aligned ka. Okay, Maria Cecilia Bonca.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning po.
Morning.
I am a licensed librarian and I recently worked in NQCI po. And now I am working in LGU General Nakar in MPDC office po. Yan po. Thank you po.
Bakit ka MPA bang ano mo? Ang course mo? Bakit hindi library science? Master in library science?
Actually, ma'am, kasi po, nag-apply po ako sa MPDC office. So, kailangan ko po ng additional na credential. That's why I decided na mag-enroll dito sa master's ng PA.
Alam mo, maraming may kailangan ng library science, no? Ano, meron
Oo
kang
nga po eh.
Merong registered ka ba?
Opo, license po ako.
Punta ka dito sa PCU, kailangan namin ng library science.
Wow, thank you po.
Like dito, kasi marami nang nag-retire, walang nag-replenish ng position, ha?
Opo.
If you are interested, just give me your resume, ha?
Yes po. Thank you po.
Okay. Next, Reyna Fe Dacilio.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Hi, classmates. I'm Reyna Dacilio, 25 years old, and currently working at Mesco Incorporation as account coordinator under Finance Department. I graduated at NQCI, BSBA po. Thank you.
Saan ka, Reyna Fe?
Taga Infanta Quezon din po ako, ma'am. But I am now living in Mandaluyong po, 4 years na po.
Oo. So, Infanta Quezon, halos taga Quezon pala itong mga ito. Anyway, si Dr. Ruben is from Quezon di ba? Okay,
Yes,
next. Gerald Jeff Zacarias.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Gerald Jeff P. Zacarias. I am from Infanta Quezon. I am working in Quezon 2 Electric Cooperative as consumer record staff.
Taga saan ka, Gerald?
Infanta Quezon po, ma'am.
Infanta Quezon din. Okay. Catherine Cebu. Catherine Cebu.
Good morning po.
Time?
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi time, Okay, sige.
Good morning po. I am Catherine Time from San Juan, Batangas. I graduated BS Accounting Management from Batangas State University. I am currently working at BIR as Revenue Officer po.
MBA ka, Catherine, no?
Accounting Management. Ay, opo, MBA.
Maraming naka-enroll sa Batangas sa amin, sa PCU. Grupo-grupo sila. Mama sa kanila.
Hindi ko po kilala.
Ang mga taga Batangas, RDO ka ba? Batangas RDO?
Ay, hindi po, ma'am. Dito po sa Makati.
Sa Makati lalo. Yung sino ba yung HR nyo dyan? Yung payat, estudyante ko yun. Yung kami birthday lang. Sino ba yun?
Ay, hindi ko po kilala. Bago lang din po ako sa BI.
Saka marami din naka-enroll dyan sa Makati, no? Anyway, Maria Graciela Bay.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I'm Maria Graciela Ubay. I studied BS Accounting at Ateneo de Naga University, and I'm currently working as an account assistant in Land Bank.
Okay, ang Land Bank din, meron yung scholarship na binibigay. Anak, mag-apply ka?
Opo, ma'am.
Students from Land Bank na free ang tuition nila lahat.
Yes, ma'am. Bale, nag-open po sila ngayon, kaya finish ko na.
Oo. Sandali lang, may commercial Okay, next. Sino nakalino ba tayo? Kay Bay. Okay, next. Mary Grace Holyeska.
Good morning. I'm Mary Grace Holyeska, 21 years old, currently working at local government of Pulilio under Budget Office Department as Administrative Officer 2. I graduated from Southern Luzon State University, BSBA Financial Management. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Mary Grace. Now, Miss Tessa Swapero.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. My name is Teresa Swapero. I'm 28 years old from Infanta Quezon, and I studied BSBA Marketing, major in Marketing Management at the Southern Luzon State University in Lucban, Quezon. I'm currently working as a junior administrative assistant, and concurrent member service representative at the Social Security System Infanta Branch. Thank you po.
Okay. Marami na rin ako naging estudyante sa SSS, no? Sa main office. Okay. Now we go to the next. Joanne Tropicales.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. So I am Joan Tropicales, 22 years old, and I am graduated as BSBA major in financial management. I am currently working at NQCI here in Infanta Quezon. Thank you po.
Ano yung NQCI?
Virgin Quezon College Incorporated po.
Ano ka dyan?
Instructor po.
Okay, so you need masters, no? Para tumaas ang sweldo at tumaas ang ranking. Okay, 22. Jamelu Babiera. Okay, Jamelu. Naka-mute ka, Jamelu. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you, Jamelu. We cannot hear you. Pakiayos yung iyong audio. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Pakiayos mo na yung audio nyo. Jamilo. We go on to Christine Shaira Galvez.
Hi everyone. Hi ma'am. My name is Christine Shaira Galvez. I'm a certified public accountant. I studied at Far Eastern University, Manila, where I double degree in accountancy and internal auditing. Before the pandemic, I was a former senior auditor at Ernst & Young Philippines. Netong nag-pandemic na umuwi ako sa province namin, Infanta Quezon, and now I am a full-time employee at accounting analyst at LGU Infanta and a part-time college instructor at NQCI. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Christine. Ang daming credential ni Christine. CPA, marami ang mararating dito si Christine. Why don't you apply for at BIR, Christine? Maraming kailangan ng BIR ngayon.
Mas dahil po sa pandemic, parang nagbago yung priority ko in life. Parang mas gusto ko magstay near my family po.
Okay. Thank you. Jamilu, okay ka na? Are you okay? Geraldine de la Cruz.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. I am Geraldine de la Cruz and I graduated BS Accounting Technology in University of Pangasinan. But I'm currently residing at San Andres Bukid, Manila, and I am also employed at the BIR. Thank you, ma'am.
BIR, ano ka, anak?
Sa Makati rin po.
Anong RDO?
Nasa ano po kami, ma'am? Region, RR8A, Collection Division, ma'am.
Sa yung bagong opisina nyo, nandun kayo? Nandun ka?
Yes po.
Sa tall building, ano ba yung tawag sa building nyo?
Export po, Export Bank.
Marami din ako nag-estudyante dyan. Okay. Next, San Andres ka lang, ang lapit mo sa PCU. You come to PCU and get your ID, Geraldine, ha? See me anytime, ha? Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sige po. Thank you, ma'am.
Next. Ito na ba tayo? Pauline. Sino tong Pauline? Mary Ann Aldea Balunan ba to?
Hey, I'm fixing.
Balubar po, ma'am.
Balubar, oo.
Yes po. Hi everyone, good morning po. I'm Marian Aldea Balubar. Currently working po at an Anscor Warship Management Corporation. Documentation Control Supervisor po for almost 6 years. Currently living at Lipa City, Batangas.
Camera, Mary Ann. I want to see your beautiful face.
Good morning po.
Okay.
And Lipa City, Batangas po.
Okay.
Kaka-married lang po last year.
Okay. Next. Pauline. What is the last name of Pauline? Pauline.
Good morning, Doc.
Oo.
Babayanon po.
Ha?
Babayanon po.
Babayanon?
Oo.
Okay, introduce yourself, Pauline.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, classmates. I'm Pauline Babayanon, and I'm a licensed pharmacist, and I work as a hospital pharmacist for almost 2 years now, but I'm currently unemployed, and I'm from Iloilo City.
Oh, bakit napunta ka dito? Napunta ka sa grupo na to? Ha?
Nag-search na po ako ng online,
Oh, well, sa PCU
online.
at hindi ka dumiretso sa PCU kung online, di ba? Nag-search ka sa group?
Opo. Sa inquire po ako ng MBA courses. Tapos na po ako kay Doc Sanchez.
Okay. Wait lang po. Okay. Wait lang po Mag-ano lang po ako ng call. Sandali. Clarice Ann Munoz.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, classmates. I am Clarice Ann Munoz. I am a police officer, presently assigned at the National Capital Region Police Office under the operational control of the Presidential Security Group. And I am 11 years in service po, Doc.
PSG, marami akong pinatapos dyan, no?
Ay,
Sina Joy, kilala mo ba yan?
Hindi ko po alam. Yung surname po, ma'am. Ay, Doc.
Joy, ano ba yun? Hahanapin ko pa.
Marami po kasi kami dyan, Doc. Ano po kami, operational control, iba-ibang units po.
Nung si Colonel Mariano ang hepe nyo?
Yes po, Doc. Hepe ko po, Doc, sa PNP Presidential Security Force Unit po.
O yun, nung time niya.
Last 2018.
Ang dami kong estudyante nung time niya. Nandun kami nagkaklase sa Malacanang. Sina Maxima Malana.
Opo, nag-back out po kasi ako nun, Doc, eh. Kasi sobrang, ano po kasi kami nun, Doc, yung provincial engagement po ako lagi nun, kaya wala po akong time.
And then, ibang eskwelahan yon, hindi PCU.
Kaya nag-back.
Ibang eskwelahan yon.
Cavite po. Opo, Cavite po.
Ako rin kasi dati.
State. Kasama po sana ako nun, Doc. Nag-back out po ako. Sayang nga eh.
Sorry Okay, can we go now to Melanie C. Peña?
Hello po.
Yeah, Jemilu. Sige, Jemilu.
Good morning po. Pasensya na po.
Yes,
na po yung internet connection. Ako po si Jamilu M. Babiera. Currently residing po ako dito sa Infanta, Quezon. Graduated po ako ng BSBA, major in HRDM in PUP po. And currently working po ako dito sa SSS Infanta po. Thank you po.
Thank you, Jemilu. Ganda pala ng boses. Next, Melanie Peña.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I'm Melanie Correct Peña.
Sa baba.
I'm graduated at St. Paul University, Manila as Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in Management. currently I'm working as bookkeeper in accounting office at LG. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you, Melanie. Sino pa hindi natatawag? Clarice Ann Munoz, no?
Ma'am, tapos na po, ma'am. Ay, Doc.
Sino pa hindi natatawag? Shera Gusilatar, tapos na? Shera Gusilatar.
Yes po, ma'am. Done na po.
You're only 28 in this class. Sino pa yung di nag-introduce ng sarili? Okay na? How many are you? Okay, 29. Pang 29 ako. Siguro may absent kayo, no? Anyway, we will start now. Our subject for, I don't know if you are ready. Some of you now are ready for a presentation. Ha? May ready na ba ngayon sa presentation? Wala pa. I will explain to you how you will present your report. Okay, you are grouped into how many groups kayo sa presentation? How many groups? Sino bang representative dito sa grupo? Yung parang spokesperson. Winfred, how many groups did you create?
Bali nag-select pa, bali I think 8 yata yung
Okay.
groups.
So this is what you will do. You make a PPT presentation, no? I want only a maximum of 5 PPT presentation per student, no? Kasi 'di ba binigyan kayo ng topics, and then you can make your presentation creative, innovative, colorful, and you can also use YouTube presentation in your report kasi mas maganda yun eh. You can copy paste the YouTube presentation, so let's talk na kayo, no? So just sa YouTube yung topic nyo, tapos i-download nyo yung kung ano yung presentation dun sa topic nyo, and copy paste to your PowerPoint presentation, ha? Maganda yon. And then you are only allowed a maximum of 5 PPT presentation per presenter, okay? And then after your presentation, each presentation, you will note a Bible verse related to your topic, ha? Okay, nakakaintindihan tayo? Bago na si Ryan. Doon si Ryan. Okay. Nakikita nyo na yung presentation?
Yes po.
Yes ma'am.
Yes po.
Okay. Wait. Anong gagawin ko sa game? Okay. Naayos ko lang, ha?
Yes, ma'am.
Baka hindi ko makita. Dito na lang sila. Okay. Our subject is Human Resource Management. I am your professor, Margie de la Cruz, PhD. Ang email address ko, margie.delacruz@pcu.edu.ph. My cell phone number, and I'm under Philippine Christian University. Okay. What are the general objectives of human resource management? Paano kung ano pag nag-mute? Hindi yung mute at saka audio. Saan ko i-click? Okay. Sorry. This course tackles the nature, scope, functions, and importance of human resource management organizations. The aim is to provide practitioner and students with a second picture of the key processes and activities involved in managing people. Now, if we say human resource person, the key process and activities involved in managing people, the practical approaches to HRM described in the book are backed up with evidence from research. Cases will also be used to illustrate the basic production and operation concept and tools commonly used in business. So, Proverbs 15:14, no? The mind of the intelligent seeks knowledge, but the mouth of the fool feeds on folly. So our syllabi, no? According to the syllabi, we have week 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we can finish it in 1 or 2 meetings, the better, no? Hindi na tayo abot ng 4 meetings. So you can already start with your next class, okay? So ito yung mga topic natin: human resource management, organization and people, HRM practice, people management skills. Yung chapter 1, human resource management. On completing this chapter, you should be able to define this key concept. You should also understand the meaning and aims of human resource management, the ethical dimension of human resource management, the impact of HRM on performance. The HRM in practice is highly diverse. The HRM role of line managers, the role of the HR function, and how HRM functions as a system. So, ang ugat ng karunungan ay mapait, subalit ang bunga ay matamis. Someone famous, no? So, medyo ang ugat ngayon, you are starting your MBA, medyo mapait or medyo mahirap. Pero at the end of the road, as you receive your diploma and a graduate of MBA or MMPA, that will be your award, okay? So the practice of human resource management is concerned with all aspects of how people are employed and managed in organization. It covers activities such as strategic human resource management, refers to HR that is coordinated and consistent with the overall business objectives in order to improve business performance. No? Next is human capital management. What is human capital management? Is a set of practices related to people resource management. Next, we have knowledge management, no? Is the process of creating, sharing, using, and managing the knowledge and information in an organization. Next, we have organization development or organization management. Is a management activity that aims to fulfill the company's goal by handling adequately all the processes and resources available. We have resourcing, no? Employee resourcing embraces a number of critical HR activities, including human resource planning, recruitment, selection, retention, and the range of processes that govern the exit or release of employees from employment. You will also be tackling this in detail. I am just introducing to you the concept, okay? Performance management is the process of ensuring that a set of activities and outputs meets an organization's goals in an effective and efficient manner. Performance management can focus on the performance of an organization, a department, an employee, or the processes in place to manage particular tasks. Now we have the learning and development. No? It's a systematic process to enhance an employee's skills, knowledge, and competency, resulting in better performance in a work setting. We go on to the next. Reward management, no? Ito maganda sa HR, yung reward, no? Everybody wants a reward, no? So reward management is concerned with the formulation and implementation of strategies and policies that aim to reward people fairly, equitably, and consistently. In Philippine setting, This is the salary grade for all government positions. You are being giving grade according to your
Performance.
performance, according to your educational background, no, and others. Employee relations, no? The definition of employee relation refers to an organization's effort to create and maintain a positive relationship with its employees. Okay? Next is the employee well-being. It's about how your job, your duties, expectations, stress level, and environment affects your overall health and happiness. Kaya napapansin nyo, uh, uh, offices, companies give you a very good working condition. Kaya nga may mga aircons, mga ganyan, di ba? Electric fans, kung hindi kayo electric, ang aircon. So they are giving you best for your well-being. Next, what are the philosophy of human resource management? As fully explained of HRM philosophy by Legg, 1989, stated that HRM consists of the following propositions. That human resource policies should be integrated with strategic business planning and used to reinforce and appropriate for change and appropriate organizational culture. The human resources are valuable and a source of competitive advantage, that they may be tapped most effectively by mutually consistent policies and promote commitment, and which is as consequence foster a willingness in employees to act flexibly in the interests of the adaptive organization's pursuit of excellence. So flexibility is the term for HR. No, HRM can be described as a strategic, integrated, and coherent approach to the employment, development, and well-being of the people working in organizations. It has strong conceptual basis drawn from the behavioral sciences and from strategic management, human capital, and industrial relations theories. This foundation has been built with the help of a multitude of research projects. So we go on to the next. So Philippine government perspective, no? So over the years, human resource management has shifted from its traditional micro-focus role to a macro strategic paradigm in which individual HR functions such as selection, training, compensation, and performance appraisal are aligned not only with the organizational strategy but also with one another. No, it is delivered by Commissioner Nieves Osorio. Okay. So what are the purpose of HRM, no? Purpose is always to increase effectiveness and capability. Okay? The purpose of human resource management, again, is always to increase effectiveness and capability. Then what are the different policy goals of HRM? So number 1, strategic integration. 2, high commitment. High quality, flexibility. So strategic integration is the ability of the organization to integrate HRM issues into its strategic plans, ensure that the various aspects of HRM cohere, and provide for line managers to incorporate an HRM perspective into their decision making. So we say strategic integration, high commitment, no? Behavioral commitment to pursue agreed goals, and attitudinal commitment and reflected in a strong identification with the enterprise. It means high commitment, 100% commitment needed to achieve goals. And then we have high quality. This refers to all aspects of managerial behavior which bear directly on the quality of goods and services provided, including the management of employees and investment in high quality employees. So high quality managerial behavior means high quality employees equating to high quality service to the people. And now next, the last one is flexibility. Functional flexibility in the existence of an adaptable organization structure with the capacity to manage innovation. So flexibility, this is the term used or being implemented in HR. A classic example is the pandemic and how HR became flexible with policies and procedures like during this pandemic, work from home, no? Most of us, no, in the employment in the office are doing work from home. Okay? We go to the next, the diversity of HRM. So there is no universal characteristic of human resource management. Many modes exist and practices within different organizations are diverse, often only corresponding to the conceptual version of human resource management in a few respects. No, human resource management covers a vast array of activities and shows a large range of variations across occupations, organizational levels, business unit, firms, industries, and societies. A distinction was made by Story in 1989 between the hard and soft version of HRM. So ano ba ang hard version of HRM, no? Emphasizes that people are important resources through which organization achieve competitive advantage. Next is these resources have been therefore be acquired, developed, and deployed in ways that will benefit the organization. And lastly, a focus on the quantitative, calculative, and business strategic aspects of managing human resources is as rational a way as for any other economic factors. So we go to the soft version of HRM. So involves treating employees as valued assets, a source of competitive advantage through their commitment, adaptability, and high quality of skills, performance, and so on. Next, for soft version, emphasis on the need to gain the commitment, the hearts and minds of the employee through involvement, communication, leadership, and other methods of developing a high commitment, high trust organization. So we can use this hard and soft version in the organization, no? Because the hard one, yung talagang employee will be stressed on how they will deliver output, while this soft version is more on chill lang, no? You work to the maximum but with hearts and minds. Kumbaga may puso tayo sa ating mga ginagawa. Okay? HRM as a system. In its traditional form, human resource management, as pointed out by Boselli et al. In 2005, can be viewed as a collection of multiple discrete practices with no explicit or discernible link between them. In contrast, the more strategically minded systems approach views HRM as an integrated and coherent bundle of mutually reinforcing practices. According to Kipps and Dellery in 2007, comment that a defining characteristic of human resource is that human resource management systems and not individual human resource management practices are the source of competitive advantage. So this is a system. It is not an individual kind, okay? So coherent and internally aligned systems form powerful connections that create positive synergistic effects on organizational outcomes. So this is a sample of a human resource management organizational chart, no? That this will be your final requirement on this course, that you have to make the organizational chart of what company, what government agency you are in, and then you just trace your position there and write your job description and your salary grade, okay? That will be your final requirement in this course. So what are the contingency theories in HRM? No, contingency theory tells us that definition of HRM's policies and strategies, list of activities and analysis of the HRM roles of the line managers and the role of the HR function are valid only if they are related to the situation of the organization and its environment. So contingency theory is associated with concept of fit, the need to achieve congruence between an organization's HR strategies, policies, and practices, and its business strategies with the context of external and internal environment. So the HR policies should be analyzed externally and internally. So design the implementation of policies that matches or is contingent upon specified organizational requirements. and circumstances. This is according to Karen Legg. Contingency theory states that the relationship between the relevant independent variables, example, HRM policies and practices, and the dependent variable performance will vary according to the influences such as company size, age, and technology, capital intensity, degree of unionization, industry, sector, ownership, and location. Now, I need your comment with regards to this, no? So, the relationship daw between the relevant independent variable, yung policies natin sa HR, versus the performance will vary according to the influences. No, syempre, if you are in the multinational, maraming pera dyan. But, ano ang ano nito kapalit, no? Stress because may mga quota and so on and so forth. Can I ask Mr. Kevin Kudamon, with regards to your kung saan ka ngayon nagtatrabaho, with regards to this contingency theory, how will you relate the HR policies and the performance that vary according to the influences like compensation, capital intensity, degree of unionization, sector of ownership, and location? Mr. Kevin, can I hear a comment from you on this with regards to your company?
Yes, ma'am. In regards to this, okay naman yung compensation, ma'am, but the pressure of meeting quotas is very high. That's why.
Ang company ka, Kevin?
Sa ano po, ma'am? Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
Oo. Ano ang quota niya dyan, Kevin, sa Philippine Drug? Ano ang quota niya? Makahuli ng maraming gumagamit ng drugs? Ayan ba?
Hindi po, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, maraming projects po. Meron tayong barangay clearing, meron tayong, hindi po puro operation, ma'am. Maraming community involvement, prevention, and ano po kami. Prevention, it's not always stopping the production and the use, but we also go to the community and inform them about the bad effects of this prevention po.
Okay,
so mas
very
maganda
good,
muna.
Kevin.
Yes,
Next semester, I will be your professor in seminar Project Study 1 and seminar immersion, no? That will be a good project for the group, no? We go out with immersion outreach program na we educate people in the community that drug addiction is meron pang another side of good thing na maibibigay natin para hindi sila magumon sa droga, hindi ba? Kevin, no? That's
Yes,
a good
ma'am.
project na. First time ko rin narinig na merong ganyan sa na programa. Kaya ang akala ko lang, ang PIDEA yan, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Ang PIDEA ay puro huli lang ng huli ng mga drug lords o kaya yung nagbebenta,
Hindi po,
mga
ma'am.
gamit. Okay, that's a good project for you, okay? And
Yes,
can
ma'am.
I hear from the BIR? Sino ba yung nasa BIR? Kay Geraldine de la Cruz, no? How do you connect these theories to your company, Geraldine?
As of now po, okay din naman po, lalo din po sa compensation and other benefits po. So sa ano naman po ma'am, sa quota, sa naka-assign po kasi ako sa collection division. So meron pong target ang collection na certain amount to collect.
Yun ang pressure sa mga taga-BIR, no?
Yes po.
Nakikita ko sa blackboard nila, ilang bilyon na kailangan nilang i-collect, no? Ipasok sa kaban ng gobyerno, and then there are meron ding, no? As I experience na yung amount na yon can be haggled and can be talked upon, di ba? Depende sa sa company na dinideal nyo. Okay? So, a pressure talaga sa mga BIR employees ngayon yan, especially pandemic, no? Paano tayo kukuha ng makapapasok sa kaban ng bayan to help our economy hindi bumagsak, okay? So, from the LGU, I want to hear yung nag-work sa LGU, Any volunteer? Yung mga nasa LGU dyan? Ha? Ano ba yung si Miss Bonka, no? LGU, ano to? General Marbar, no? Ma'am Cecilia Bonka, no? How will you relate these theories to your workplace?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, oo.
Actually po, Ma'am Boncayo po pala yung last name ko.
Oo, sige.
Actually, job order pa lang po ako sa LGU. So, masasabi ko po na hindi ko pa ganun karamdam yung mga benefits, ganyan. Pero I'm working on it po. Kasi nakikita ko naman na sa mga empleyado, meron naman silang magandang, kumbaga yung sa work nila, maganda naman yung benefits sa kanila. Kumbaga sa LGU talaga, mas mas stable. Ayan, kaya po, kumbaga ngayon, I'm striving about it. Yan
Tama ka, Cecilia. The most stable company right now during this pandemic is the government, no?
Yes,
the government office. Kasi dyan, maski walang pasok, may sweldo, tuloy-tuloy ang sweldo because they get finance from the government. And ang malaki talagang, sabi nga kanina, no, ang BIR talaga ang pinakamalaking role, no? Para makapasok sa kaban ng bayan kung ano man, no, ang kailangang bayaran na taxes ng mga Pilipino. Okay? So with that, no, very good discussion, no? Meron pa akong gustong itanong, no, from the point of the NFA, Rosalie Rutakio, any input about these contingency theories in your company, NFA, National Food Authority? Nagkukulang na po ba tayo? Oo.
Sa NFA po, we cater buffer stocking for the LGUs. Ang compensation naman po is very competitive po ngayon as a government employee. Di naman po siya ganun ka baba compare sa compensation ng mga private. And sa individual performance naman po namin, may nagpapasa po kami ng mga individual performance rating. May target po kami for the year, lalo na po sa operation. Assign po ako as milling supervisor para po ma-provide ng buffer stocking for the calamity of the LGUs po.
Okay, very good, no? So hindi pa naman tayo kinukulang sa ating mga bigas.
As of now po naman, ma'am, ngayon, nasiserve naman po namin lahat ng kailangan ng LGUs and DSWD po.
Okay, thank you. It's a good news for us, no, Miss Rotakio, no, from the National Food Authority. Now, can I hear from Department of Tourism, Brian Lau?
Good morning, ma'am.
Kamusta na po ang ating ngayon, turismo, with regards to this theory?
Ano na po, ma'am. Actually, nag-start na po tayo sa domestic. So, pwede nang mag-travel yung to other province, to other regions. Naging po yung inabantayan namin ngayon kasi unti-unti na open up na po natin yung tourism industry. Sa office naman po, ma'am, when it comes naman po sa benefits ng employee, okay naman po siya. Kumpleto naman po at saka stable naman din po as parang kay sa kanila po sa iba. Ang pressure lang po natatanggap ko sa amin kasi I'm in an internal offices kasi sa IT division po ako is yung to keep up the system online kasi for now almost everything is work from home po yung namin operations Yun.
Okay, so ang problema lang, Mr. Lau, no, yung mga requirements ng mga LGU, no, parang the last time I traveled just last week, no, hindi kami nakasakay because malabo yung ang gustong pakuha ng gobyerno is the DOH certificate from the Department of Health. So nung tumawag kami sa Department of Health, sabi hindi pa raw uploaded ng mga LGU yung mga fully vaccinated individuals. So sinabi sa amin, kumuha kami sa LGU ng certification na fully vaccinated kami sa LGU na yon. And then tumawag kami doon sa pupuntahan namin, pwede na daw. Pero nung nasa airport na kami, talaga mahigpit sila sa policy na DOH certificate ang kailangan nila. So, kung hindi daw, magpa-swab test kami sa Red Cross. So what we did, hindi kami nakasakay, I got another ticket, and then nagpa-swab test kami, RT-PCR sa Red Cross. And then, tatlo kami kasi yung dalawa kompleto naman nakaalis. Ang problema, yung resulta, isa lang ang lumabas ang travel namin the next day is 3 p.m. and isa lang ang lumabas ng before 9. So okay na. Ano na. And then buti na lang a night before na hindi kami nakasakay, chinek yung aming DOH vaccert. Nandun na. So ina-upload na tawagan namin yung LGU which is Parañaque, please upload to the DOH, no? So yung mga nagkakaroon ng problemang ganun. And after that, SPAS naman. Yung SPAS na pupuntahan sa local, talagang may problema din. So maybe the Department of Tourism can also help this, no, yung mga protocols na siguro pag fully vaccinated na, maluwang na, okay na, no? Kasi parang gusto mong maging turista sa sarili mong bayan, you're spending money and then pinahihirapan ka pa sa requirements, na-stress ka bago ka magbakasyon. Yun lang.
Opo, ma'am. Actually, yun po yung ninegotiate ng DOT, ma'am, sa LGU.
Oo.
Kasi yung problema po sa kanila, hindi sila nagiging cooperative dahil may sarili po silang nilalagay na batas.
O lalo na itong Bohol, no? Talagang since the very start ng pandemic problema. That's why lahat ng mga nagganyan, no, hindi positive ang ang dating, lalo na ngayon eleksyon sa kanila, di ba?
Opo.
Sabi nga doon daw, mas madali ang biyahing langit kaysa biyahing Bohol. Kasi nung nasa Cebu buntis, ilang taon na hindi nakauwi, nagpakamatay na lang, tumalon sa bridge. Kaya nga sabi nila, pag punta raw kayo ng Bohol, mas madali ang biyahing langit kaysa biyahing Bohol, no? So, hindi naman nanalo yung governor doon ngayon, papalitan na yon. Anyway, very good Kevin. You help us that sa natin sa tourism industry para naman maraming Pilipino ang bumalik sa dating pinagkakakitaan. Matagal na kasi yun. Ang hirap na ng mga Pilipino. Okay?
Opo, totoo po yun.
Okay.
Si Paul yun, ma'am. Si Paul.
Paul po, ma'am. Paul. Paul po.
Okay. What are the contexts of HRM, no? HRM processes take place with the context of the internal and external environment, no? We do not only rely on the internal environment of a company, but also we rely on the external. Right now, no? Ang external environment natin is pandemic, no? Even though gusto natin magtrabaho, gusto nating bumenta, gusto nating lumabas para makakolekta because of pandemic, there's a hindrance. So maraming mga protocols. So ngayon ang mga IT people ang the most kailangan natin in this pandemic times. Okay? So what is internal environment? Alam naman natin the type of business or organization, private, public, or voluntary sector, manufacturing, or service that is in internal environment. The size of the organization, the age of maturity of the organization, the technology or key activities of the business will determine how work is organized, managed, and carried out. So it's internal. So the type of people employed such as professional staff, knowledge workers, technicians, administrators, production workers, and sales and customer service staff. The financial circumstances of the organization, especially economic downturns. During this pandemic, marami talagang naging economic downturns ang mga kumpanya natin, no? And the organization's culture, no? Ano bang kultura natin sa loob ng ating kumpanya, no? The established pattern of values, norms, beliefs, attitude, and assumption which shape the ways in which people behave and think got done, the political and social climate. Ang sinasabi nila, kapag pag LGU or government agency, yung professionalism medyo hindi ganun kataas. But I think right now with the helm of the Civil Service Commission, they trying to professionalize all government agency, no? Yung mga no lunch break, no? Hindi ba? Hindi katulad noon na talagang 11 o'clock pa lang kapag magbabayad ka, naka-close na ang cashier. At mag-o-open dahil matutulog sila, kakain ng 11 to 12, 12 to 1, or hanggang 1:30 magpapahinga, matutulog, nap time, and then magbubukas 2:00. So dumating ka ng 10:59 na close na, maghihintay ka ng 2 oras bago uli ma-open ang mga business office, no? So but right now I think the government is professionalizing their services to the people, okay? And then external, kaya nga nandun siya sa labas, no, external environment, no? Okay, social, political, legal, and economic developments and competitive pressures. Global competition in the mature production and service sectors is increasing. This is assisted by easily transferable technology and reductions in international trade barriers. Customers are demanding more and new standards are reached through international competition. So, most likely, yung mga private businesses, no, yung kanilang external environment, napaka-strong ang competition, lalo-lalo na itong pandemic, no? Halos walang kitain ng mga private companies. So what are the ethical dimension of human resource management? Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. That is in Ephesians 4:32. Treat people equally in terms of the opportunities for employment, learning, and development provided for them. So equal, no? Dapat tayo fair in controlling people, no? Treat people according to the principle of procedural justice. That is the way in which people are managed are fair, consistent, and transparent, and properly consider the views and needs of employees. Kasi sa kumpanya natin, no, kahit saan naman lahat, may mga favoritism, no? Favorite yan eh. Bata yan ni ganito, bata yan ng ganito. Kumbaga, pag malapit ka sa mga, talagang nauulingan ka, no? Treat people according to the principle of this distributive justice. In other words, rewards are distributed to them according to their contribution. So equal pay, equal contribution. Equal work, equal pay. And they receive what was promised to them. Dapat kung anong prinamis natin sa ating mga tao, no? Dapat ibigay, hindi lang puro promise, no? Other ethical dimension is treat people according to the principles of natural justice. Individuals should know the standards they are expected to achieve and the rules to which they are expected to conform. They should be given a clear indication where they are falling or what rules have been broken, and except in cases gross misconduct, they should be given a chance to improve before disciplinary action is taken. No? So kung nagkasala ang ating mga empleyado, may mga policies naman and grounds on how we yung parusahan sila. No? So treat people with respect as we want respect. Okay? Next, avoid treating people as mere factors of production, no? For example, in a manufacturing company, may hinahabol na quota, no? So, halos 24/7, tao lang po tayo napapagod at nagkakasakit, no? Ang machine nga meron ding maximum level of tolerance kung hanggang saan natin sila gagamitin. At pag na-reach na yon, magbabag down ang machine. Tayo pa kaya tao, no? Na we do not treat people as factors of production. Next, be concerned with the well-being of employees as well as the pursuit of commercial gain. No? Hindi puro pagkita yan ng mga nasa private organization. Eh. Kailangan natin, may quota tayo, meron tayo i-reach 20 billion this year, no? Para naman kumita ang mga may-ari. No? So, be concerned also with the well-being of our employees. Offer as much as security of employment as possible. The most secured employer right now is the government employee, no? Kasi bounded sila by the civil service law. Okay? Provide a working environment that protects the health and safety of employees and minimizes stress, no? Health and safety, mahalaga yan, lalo na this pandemic, no? We see to it na okay, may aircon na hindi na stress ang kumpanya dahil mabaho ang opisina or hindi magkaya-aya ang kapaligiran. And then act in the interest of providing reasonable balance for employees between their life and their works. Kaya nga meron tayong mga vacation leave, no? Marami pa paternal leave, maternal leave, no? Marami pa birthday leave na binibigay sa atin. And this will be discussed later on the topic rewards, okay? And then protect employees against harmful practices at work such as bullying, harassment, and discrimination, no? May mga batas tayo ngayon with regards to bullying, harassment, and discrimination in the workplace. So we have also the labor code that gives us the law on how an employee behave in the organization, no? And then the impact, are the impacts of HRM, no? The distinctive feature of HRM is its assumption and improved performance is to achieve through the people in the organization, kaya nga human resource management, no? If therefore appropriate HR policies and processes are introduced, it can also be assumed that HRM will make a substantial impact on firm performance. Kasi napakahalaga po ng manpower or human resource in a company. Kasi pag wala pong tao, no, sa Japan, no, mostly ang ano doon is robot. But pinoprogram ang robot. Pag hindi na program ang paggagawa natin sa robot, useless ang robot, no? But unlike us human, we have mind to think, no, on how we can do things properly, okay? That's the difference between human resource and robotics, no? Sana hindi magawa dito sa Pilipinas, but I think we are starting to go on robotics na in some industry. No, employee engagement increases productivity in the workplace. Engaged employees outperform their peers that are not engaged. Overall, companies with high employees engagement are 21% more profitable. Kung ang mga empleyado natin ay engaged masyado, no, he knows the mission, vision of the company, and this will further be discussed on the employee engagement topic, no? Good company culture increases revenue, no? Yung kultura na, naku, pag pumasok ka dito sa kumpanya to, puro mga chismosa, mga tao dyan, mga chismo, no? Mga plastic, mga orokan. May mga ganong mga kulturang nabibuild sa isang company pag hindi na-arrest right on time, no? In a major long-term study, companies that had the best corporate cultures that encourage all-around leadership initiative and highly appreciated their employees, customers, and others grow 682% in revenue, no? So if you give awards to, for example, every year of service, no, naka 5 years na empleyado, and with a corresponding remuneration, no? Kung 10 years ka na, every year in service, you will be given an award, a certificate, and also 10,000. So it means 1,000 per year of service hanggang tumaas na, okay? So what are the HRM role line-to-line managers, no? The role, as pointed out by Purcell, na high levels of organizational performance are not achieved simply by having a range of well-conceived HR policies and practices in place. What makes the difference is how these policies and practices are implemented. That is where the role of the line managers in people management is crucial, no? The way managers implement and enact policies show leadership in dealing with employees and in exercising came through as a major issue. Now, Purcell also noted that dealing with people is perhaps the aspect of their work in which line managers can exercise the greatest amount of discretion, and they can misuse that discretion by not putting HR idea into practice. And they pointed out it is line managers who bring HR policies to life, no? So from the top management, no, may HR tayo, they are the one implementing all the policies to the people down. So kapag medyo iba ang characteristic ng line managers, may mga iba-ibang leadership style, no, that will also be discussed later on by some reporters, no. Makikita natin kung anong klaseng manager we have, no? Merong autocratic, democratic, no? Merong charismatic. So, makikita natin ano bang effective line managers, anong characteristic ng effective line managers dapat magkaroon ng isang HR as an HR director, because an HR director is a line manager that connects top management to the personnel or to the employees, okay? So, these are the role of HR function, no? Number one is the concept of HR practitioners as business partners, no, has seized the imagination of HR people. In essence, the concept is that as business partners, HR policies share responsibility with their line management, colleagues for the success of the enterprise, and get involved with them in implementing business strategy and running the business. They are often embedded in business units or departments. No, that is the business partner role. Next, we have the concept of was first mooted in 1985 by Sean Tyson. He used the term business manager, no, rather than business partner. But it is much the same. He stated that personnel specialists carrying out this role integrate their activities closely with management and ensure that they serve a long-term strategic purpose. They have the capacity to identify business opportunities, to see the broad picture, and to understand how their role can help to achieve the company's business objectives. No, they anticipate needs, act flexibly, and are proactive. No, very important, proactive. This is a clear case of a prophet being honored in his own country. In 1998, 13 years later, Dave Uldrich seized the HR community's imagination with the similar concept of HR effective as a strategic partner. Strategic roles of HR specialists are to formulate and implement in conjunction with their management colleagues forward-looking HR strategies which are aligned to business objectives and integrated with one another. Very important yan, no? Dapat naka-align tayo sa mission, vision, or objectives ng company. In doing so, they adopt an outside-in approach as described by Wright, no, in which the starting point in the business, including the customer, competitor, and business issues it faces. The HR strategically then derives directly from these challenges to create real solutions and added real value. To contribute to the development of business strategies, achieve its strategic goals by making the best use of its human resources and by demonstrating the particular contribution that can be made by the talented people it employs. So we have innovation role. What is innovation role as your role of HR function? A strategic and therefore proactive. Ayun na naman now, we use the word proactive approach to HRM will mean that HR specialists want to innovate. We always want innovation para hindi naman parang yan na lang lagi, yan na lang, no? But if we see innovation in our company, mas driven tayo driven to work hard and to produce more, to introduce new processes and procedures which they believe will increase organizational effectiveness. The need for innovation should be established by processes of analysis and diagnosis which identify the business need and the issues to be addressed. Benchmarking can take place to identify best practice as adopted by other organizations. The best fit is more important than best practice, no? May best practice ka naman pero hindi naman siya best fit, kumbaga hindi siya fitted to the employees, no? In other words, the innovation should meet the particular needs of the business which are likely to be demonstrable that the innovation is appropriate, beneficial, practical in the circumstances, and can be implemented without too much difficulty in the shape of opposition from those affected by it or the unjustifiable use of resources, financial, and the time of those involved. So that is innovation role, no? And then we have change agent role. What is this, no? What HR function is this, no? Change, no? From the word change, no? The implementation of strategy means that HR specialists have to act as change agents, no? Sabi nga, nothing permanent in this world but change. Facilitating change by providing advice and support on its introduction and management. Caldwell in 2001 categorizes HR change agents in 4 dimensions. Number 1, transformational change, no? What is transformational change? A major change that has a dramatic effect on HR policies and practice across the whole organization. That is transfer. The organization will have to transform, no? Babaguhin natin ang image ng company. Number 2 is incremental change, gradual adjustment of HR policies and practices which affect single activities or multiple functions. That is incremental change. And then we have the HR vision, a set of values and beliefs that affirm the legitimacy of the HR function as a strategic business partner. And then the last is HR expertise, the knowledge and skills that define the unique contribution the HR professional can make to effective people management. That is the role of HR function. Ayun na. Okay? Na-discuss ko na yan. Okay? In summary, the role of the HR human resources function is to take initiatives and provide guidance, no? Support and services on all matters relating to the organization's employees. Essentially, the HR function in the delivery of business, providing the advice and services that enable organizations to get things done through people, no? The function ensures HR strategies, policies, and practices are introduced and maintained which enhance the employment relationship, from how employers and employees work together and get on with one another. Develop a positive psychological contract, the set of reciprocal but unwritten expectation which exists between individual employees and the employers, and the relationship that exists between management and the workforce. It plays a major part in the creation of environment that enables people to make the best use of their capacities, to realize their potential to the benefit of the organization and themselves, and by improving the quality of working life to achieve satisfaction through their work. No, the bottom line is satisfaction. So we have Aldrich model here. Okay, that's the Aldrich model, no? What are the guidelines in HR innovation? Number 1, be clear on what has to be achieved and why. Ensure that you do fits the strategy, culture, and circumstances of the organization. Don't follow fashion. Do your own thing as long as it is relevant and fits the organization's needs. Next, keep it simple. No over-complexity is a common reason to failure. Don't rush. It will take longer than you think. Don't try to do much at once. An incremental approach is generally best. Assess resource requirements and costs. Pay close attention to project planning and management. No, very important. You plan and to manage. Remember that the success of the innovation rests as much as one effectiveness of the process of implementation. Line manager, buy-in, and skills are crucial, as it does on the quality of the concept, if not more so. Next is Pay close attention to change management approach. Communicate, involve, and train. Very important is communication. So HR behaviors, ito na. Curious, like many of you who are curious to learn more. Decisive thinker, make decisions quick based on facts. Skilled influencer, must be able to convey and persuade people. Driven to deliver, has the passion to and drive. Collaborative, willing to work in a team, very important to ha. Dapat we collaborate to each other para merong teamwork, no? And then personally credible, how will employee trust you if you have no credibility? Courage and to challenge. If something is wrong in the system, you will stand up to correct it, no? Courage to challenge. And role model, like Manny Pacquiao, no? Hindi ko naman ini-endorse siya as president, but we are supporting Manny Pacquiao for his presidency. Philippine Christian University is, kasi naniniwala kami na ang susunod na magiging presidente ay Kristiyano at marami na pong magagaling, matatalino, attorney, lawmaker, matatalino mga hindi naman sa nangangampanya, but this is the stand of PCU. Marami na po tayong magagaling na mga mambabatas pero most of them ay nagnakaw sa ating kamay. Subukan naman po natin ang simpleng champion, boksingero na sinasabi nila pero may puso, Kristiyano at marami ng pera. Siguro mangurakot man hindi ganun kalaki. Okay? So, that's the end of my introduction to HR management. And to mind you, Senator Pacquiao is enrolled in our Master in Management, major in Public Administration, and the rest of his friends, family, and cohorts, no? Marami po sila. So, by this, I would like to end our meeting. Any question from the floor? I will unshare this one, no? Please open all your cameras, no? Somebody will take a picture and then send it to our GC group. So, nado-document po natin ang ating klase, no? May question po kayo about HR? Handa na po ba kayo sa ating meeting next week? No? Yes. Yes, question? Kanya-kanya. I want to hear all of you. I want to see all of you present because MBA is we are developing you as professor, as manager. Pwedeng sama-sama because you're in one group para pag-submit sa akin. As a whole, you will submit all sa Google file sa akin, no? Lahat ng report nyo. And then I want an interactive, no? Kung pwedeng maka-download kayo sa YouTube ng mga theories, no? Mas maganda kasi less talk sa inyo yon, no? Okay, may tanong pa po? May tanong pa po?
I have a question po, ma'am.
Yes, oo.
Ma'am, regarding po dun sa Blue Book po, ma'am. Di ba po meron po kasi yung subject po, parang wala pa yata po kami, hindi pa po kami naka-enroll po sa inyo doon sa sa Blue Book po, ma'am.
Okay, so naka-enroll na ba kayo sa Blue Book?
Yes, ma'am.
Nakapag-orient na rin kayo sa Blue Book?
Opo, yun na lang
Yes,
pong
ma'am.
subject nyo po, ma'am.
Sige, on month tomorrow, I will upload ko lahat ng aking mga lectures sa Blue Book, okay? And then you will see all my lectures there and your additional info about the subject, okay?
Thank you
so,
po.
Kasi ang Blue Book kasi asynchronous yun, no? So, attendance, yung mga ganon, pwede na naman natin ipasok yun. But if you prefer to do it in Blue Book, no problem. I will upload everything. Meron naman doon, kailang hindi kayo yung naka-enroll. So I will upload, let the IT upload you in my Blue Book. Okay? So
Clarification, ma'am. Ma'am, clarification po. About po sa PowerPoint po, maximum of ilang slides na nga, ma'am?
5.
5, okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you po.
Wag niyong gayahin yung ibang ginagawa ko dito na parang kasi theories to, I'm presenting the theories na mahaba. I only want bullet. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, if you can download sa YouTube, marami sa YouTube, no? So let's talk for you. And then isang PowerPoint, isang topic na 'yon, no? Malilesen pa. Not more than 5 PPT and less than 2 PPT per reporter. Okay? Any more question?
Last na po, ma'am. Sorry po. Bali, ngayon po is isa-send nyo yung access code para dun sa Blue Book natin para maka-access.
Wait lang muna, Ana, kasi I will, masyado rin maraming ginagawa ang IT natin. Magme-message na lang ako kapag na-upload na. Okay?
Okay po. Thank you.
Bakit kailangan mo mag-Blue Book ngayon, Reniel?
No, ma'am. Usually kasi kapag sa research and statistics namin, so para pag nakakapasok kasi kami doon, di ba doon po ina-upload yung mga lectures namin just for preparation lang po for sa mga next natin.
Yeah,
so lang din po
ipa-upload ko
namin
bukas. Okay, sige.
Okay po.
And that, especially for the comprehensive exam, Blue Book is your preparation for your comprehensive exam. Okay, thank you very
po,
much.
ma'am. Thank you.
So let's call it a day. No, the first reporter should lead us in the opening prayer, and the last reporter will lead us in the closing prayer. Okay? Mag-assign na kayo, and then I want an ecumenical prayer. I don't want yung mga on-the-box prayer, no? Because PCU is an ecumenical school. It's a Christian school, no? Dapat we pray according to our heart, no? Nanggagaling sa ating mga puso. Be in English or in Tagalog. Okay? So, if no more question?
Ma'am, yung ano po?
Yes.
Wala pa akong team, so kung may team dyan na kailangan pa ng isa, isabit nyo na po ako.
Isabit nyo si Mr. Kevin.
And if I need to do something, please let me know po.
O sino pa may kailangan nyo medyo mahaba-habang topic, i-adapt nyo na si Mr. Kevin.